So our theme for the week is on asking for help. And in thinking about asking for help, I think it makes sense to first ask ourselves, well, what stops me from asking for help? And it might be an experience that you've had in your past where you did ask for help and then it backfired and it generated a belief like, oh, I shouldn't put people out, or I shouldn't be a burden, or, whatever that is, that's now imprinted as truth and reality. Or perhaps we've had an experience in the past where we were ridiculed when we asked for help. And so that generated a belief like, oh, I should know better, or, don't put yourself out there like that. And I really should be able to do it on my own. And so it's seen as a weakness if we resort to asking for help. And then also we just live in this individualistic society, which says, do it on your own. You should be able to do it on your own. Don't ask for help. And it's a very warped view of reality, in my opinion. And so much of the world's problems might come down to something like that. But how much do we ourselves love it when someone asks us for help? We feel honored, needed, wanted, connected most of the time. Maybe sometimes if someone asks too much, it's a little bit too much. But most of the time, we really love it, and we get to share our expertise and our experience and our wisdom and our resources, physical or whatever that is. And so that's something that, we can keep in mind when thinking about, oh, what if I did ask for help more often? What would it take for me to ask for help more often? And, what it takes is it takes us to really be honest and authentic with where we're at and what's really going on for us. That maybe we've exhausted our coping threshold for the time being, and we were actually going to lean on someone else. And it definitely takes courage. We need to exhibit some vulnerability, and we need to be willing to then also take on the advice that somebody else is giving. And maybe we need to be willing to stop playing the victim if that's what's happening, if we're honest and we look at that and we realize that's what's going on. And we need to be willing to actually make a change once we get that help. But it shows so much strength in our character. And asking for help is so normal and so natural. It's like what we've been doing as humans for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. We are social beings. We learn from watching each other. I see Alia right now, our baby, like every little thing that we do. I made the mistake today of I had a sushi and I had one of those little sushi fish soy sauces, and I didn't have hands, so I just put it in my mouth to kind of spin it open, and the next minute she wants one and she's putting it in her mouth. I'm like, oh, that was bad. But we learn from watching each other and telling each other and sharing our experiences. It's so intrinsic to who we are and so normal and natural and good, and what has had us evolve to the point that we're at right now. And it gives the other person the opportunity for them to feel needed and respected and loved and connected and feel good about themselves, and gives them an opportunity to share their expertise and experience and wisdom and resources. It's such a gift when we do ask someone else for help. So that's there for you to ponder and think about over the next week.